Welcome back to the channel with Code Wilson, and today we're going to upgrade this small shack into something like this. Not going to lie, it was kinda a lot of work. Wilson has built and demolished half of the base. Turns out architecture is not really his strongest skills, but maybe also not mine. But hey, we got there in the end. We also added a new building where we can store our cars, loot and much more. And if you remember from our last video, this is the place we found together. Up on a hill just above a small town. Not the most quiet spot, but the potential here? Trust me, it's there. Today we turn this into something that finally feels safer than it does right now. But first, we loot. There are still many undiscovered places out there. Let's get to work. While I was telling you all of this, you probably already noticed that the golf car is on fire. Let me quickly fix that and then we continue with the story. Now let me show you the plan. From up here you can see exactly what we are working with. We are going to build a new structure right here. A place where we can store our cars, keep them safe and have them ready when we need them fast. The house itself, we'll get to that later, but the garage comes first, because out here your car might just save your life. So let's chop some trees and start building. We are laying down the foundation for the garage right now, and as you can see, we are making sure everything lines up properly. The garage needs to sit parallel to the house. No random placing, no chaos. Everything has to look clean and make sense together. Because a good base doesn't just have to be strong. It also has to look like Wilson knew what he was doing. Foundation is done. Now before we go any further, let's do a quick test. We grabbed one of our vehicles and checked if everything lines up properly. And yeah, it fits. Wilson knew what he was doing after all. We also extended the back a little bit. The idea there is to have some extra space. A place where we can store things, keep our gear organized, and maybe even do some work on our vehicles. But alright, let's continue building. And done. So what do you think? Yeah, it's just a basic shape for now, but for a garage? I think that's not bad at all, no? It still looks a little empty inside, but don't worry, we will fix that soon. And if you look at it from a distance, it already looks pretty massive. I think Wilson can be proud of himself. But if you look closely at the roof, yeah, it's a little messy. Let's fix that. We actually built this garage with 2 floors, and that gives us a pretty cool opportunity. The plan is to use the upper floor in the back, make it cozy little space where you can look down straight into the garage below. You know what I mean. If not, just keep watching. You will see exactly what the plan is. Here we go. I think we pulled it off pretty well. As you can see for yourself now, cozy space up top and down below, plenty of room for storage or whatever you need it for. And now also comes the fun part, furnishing. Let's go. Turns out not bad for a garage. Enjoy the footage. Everything from up here, you can really see it now. The garage has gotten way bigger than expected. And the house we are actually living in, yeah, it looks small compared to that. We're going to fix that soon. But first, as always, we loot. We need fresh resources for the next big project. The next day, and yes, we have now survived 42 days, yay! And as we mentioned earlier, today is the big day. We are dismantling the old shack and building something much better in its place. Take a last look at this place, because after today it will never look the same again. As you can see, all the furniture is already outside. And yes, Wilson will be sleeping outside for a couple of nights, in the beautiful nature again. The goal is simple. We want to build a bigger house, ideally the same size as the garage or even bigger. A place that doesn't feel narrow or cramped. A place that feels open, safe, and actually worth coming home to. Protection, storage, comfort, everything in one place. We achieved our goal. The new house is bigger, but something was off. Even Wilson himself was not satisfied. The architecture, the design, it just didn't feel right. We wanted something cozy, but with a touch of modern. And this wasn't it. But take a look at what we have built before Wilson does what he does best: dismantle and rebuild. Started with almost nothing, and now, after all that work, all that dismantling, all that rebuilding, we have put together finally what you could call our first luxury home. If you are interested in this design, feel free to recreate it yourself, that modern touch. I think it turned out pretty well, but for now, let the footage speak for itself. night, this place hits different. All those lights carefully placed. It just takes everything to a whole other level. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to tune in next time as Wilson and I throw ourselves into a brand new adventure. See you soon.